Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be dreaming.
Jackson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Now Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
All the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Gonzalez, 47 yards, and the Broncos have taken the early lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check Mike 33. Hey, alert. They're running it.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Target.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 40 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. James. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast. The line
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, Mike.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 22 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming after you. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down. It's James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 7.
Check tight. Go. 14.
They run it with James. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
There on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check your hot read. Tighten up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's James. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a give right side. James. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Edgerrin James taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Rolling to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On second down, here's Jackson. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
This is caught by Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver.
Mike check 33.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got the big tight end Graham. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Seahawks 21, Broncos 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. A 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ricky Jackson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got it.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Steps away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
36. Check. Hey.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 24.
On 1st down, it's James. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and he's going to be met at about the 43. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll